Alright, 7.2 transformations of exponential functions. You guys should know how to do these. This should feel very much like a review because the first chapter you studied in this course was transformations of functions. You did transformations on radical functions. You did transformations on trig functions. This section basically follows the same laws as everything else that you've learned before. Okay, so the general form that you see there for transformations on the function y equals c to the x, they have the general form y equals a c raised to the power of b times x minus h plus k. And you should know what all these parameters do. They do the same thing that they've been doing all along. Okay, what's the effect of a? You tell me.
Vertical stretch.
Vertical stretch by a factor of what? Good, by a factor of a. Don't be afraid to write this down. And it does one other thing.
Translation of the x.
Reflection in the x-axis. Okay, so that's the effect of a.
So
Okay.
small little b there would be the or horizontal stretch.
Yeah, so little b, this little b up here is the horizontal stretch. Okay, horizontal stretch.
And that's also
By a factor of
1 over the absolute value.
yeah, 1 over the absolute value of b. All that means is you just ignore the sign of that b when you're determining the horizontal stretch. Okay, it doesn't matter. And it also does one other thing.
Translates
On the y-axis.
Reflects on the y-axis. And reflection in the y-axis. Okay. Then we have h. What does the h do?
Horizontal translation.
Good. H for horizontal. That's a good way of putting it. And lastly, k. What does k do?
Vertical.
Yeah, vertical translation. So like I said, you should know pretty much all of these already. Okay, and just Joe also mentioned C. Okay, what was C? I mean, you don't see C in transformations, but what does C mean in the exponential function? What does it communicate?
constant.
No,
Is it
no.
Well, you said it's the rate.
It's the rate at which your thing is changing. So if I'm studying a population, it's the rate at which that population is growing or dying. If I'm studying like a loan or an investment, it's the rate at which that loan or investment is growing or shrinking. Okay, so that's not really respective to any kind of transformation. It's what it is in the general form for exponential functions. Okay, so if you just want to add that, you could put that there. C is the rate of growth / decay, depending on its value.